Alright, so fellow Tekken players, friends, fellow YouTubers, today I'm going to share with you, a few Tekken things that I have in mind, and in particular, the things that I do to play and learn Tekken as a beginner. Okay, so I am a beginner in Tekken. So the usual question I think that many people raise when they play Tekken for the first time, or they want to play Tekken for the first time, or maybe they simply don't know what to do, is that they ask, how do I play, for example, Kazuya? How do I play Kazuya Mishima? Or how do I play Heihachi, for example? Of course, I'm not saying that that question is wrong. Of course, people do what they want, and that's completely fine for me. But I think that, at least in my experience, I never asked the question, how do I play Kazuya? Or how do I play Heihachi? I never asked such questions. What I did ask was always, how do I do this move? Okay, how do I do this string? How do I do that uppercut? How do I do, let's say, this three-string jab, for three-string move, for example. Okay, that's the kind of question that I always asked when I was much younger, and that's still the question that I still ask as a beginner, of course. Okay, so what I do is when I play any character, I look for anything that looks cool. Okay, not necessarily effective, but cool. Okay. Now, of course, I'm not saying that looking for moves that are effective, if you will, is wrong. Of course, that's cool. That's also cool. Okay. But to me, I look for moves that look so cool. And then I just try them out, okay? I try them out. But I don't recklessly try them out, okay? I'm not an expert, okay? Don't get me wrong. I'm not an expert, I'm just a beginner. But what I do is, when I see a move, and I think, wow, that's cool. How do I do that? Okay, how do I do that move? Alright? What I do is, I look for, I look at the command list of the character who does that move. Okay, for example, let's say for example Kazuya's, Wind God Fist. Okay, how do I do that? I look for it in the command list, and then I try it out in the practice mode. Okay, I try it out in the practice mode. I keep practicing the same move, in this case, Wind God Fist. And then, when I feel that I can do it confidently in the practice mode, then I play in the arcade mode. Okay, I play in the arcade mode, and just apply Wind God Fist. Okay, I just apply Wind God Fist. Okay, I use Wind God Fist most of the time as I play in the arcade mode. Okay? Excuse me. Okay, so Wind God Fist, I just do that. Okay, I play an entire arcade run just to apply the Wind God Fist. And the same applies when I'm learning any move. Okay, any move. Okay, for example, Brian Fury's 1-2-1-2. Okay, Brian Fury's 1-2-1-2. Okay, that's a string. Okay, so for example, if I wanted to learn how to do that move, okay, Brian Fury's 1-2-1-2, I would just look for it in Brian Fury's command list, and then I would do that in the practice mode for multiple times, and as soon as I felt comfortable doing that move, that string, 1-2-1-2, Brian Fury's 1-2-1-2, then I would play Brian Fury in the arcade mode, and then I'd just keep doing 1-2-1-2 most of the time. Okay, of course I would do many other things like block, maybe do something else, but I would just play in the arcade mode, playing Brian Fury, doing 1-2-1-2. That's it. Okay, and it's effective for me, at least. It's effective for me. This is how I learn and play Tekken. I notice a move, and I feel like doing it. And if I don't know how to do it, I look for it in the command list, and then I just keep practicing it. I just keep doing it in the practice mode, and then when I'm done, when I feel like I can do it confidently, then again I apply it in the arcade mode. I keep applying it. Okay, it doesn't matter whether I lose or win. What matters is I apply the specific move that I'm learning in the arcade mode, and okay, until I have finished the arcade run, I'm just gonna keep doing it. And I only learn one move or one string a day. Just one string a day. Okay, I don't know, maybe, probably because I'm a slow learner, if you will. Maybe you can do 2 or 3 or maybe even 5, I don't know. But to me it's just one. Okay, one string or one move a day. That's the only thing that I learn each day. Alright, it applies to any character that I want to play. For example here, Anna Williams. I don't even know all of the moves of Anna Williams. I just don't. Okay, but I use the moves that I obviously know, and each of the moves that I do when playing Anna Williams is just something that I learned and practiced deliberately for one day, and then it just got stuck in my head and my fingers, if you will. And now it's a part of my system, if you will. Whenever I play Anna Williams, I don't even need to think about it. I just do it. Okay? So how about, for example, if you want to learn how to do a juggle combo, okay? A juggle combo. Let's say you have a launcher and then a juggler and then an ender. Okay, let's say, for example, you have this format here. So to me, okay, what I do, okay, you don't need to do this. If you have your own ways of doing it, then by all means do it. Okay, I'm not an authority. You think and learn and play for yourself. Okay. I practice the launcher for a few times. Okay. And then I go to the practice. I do it in the practice mode. Okay. I practice the launcher in the practice mode for a few times, and then I apply it when I play in the arcade mode, and just keep applying it. And then the next day, I practice the juggler, okay, and then I combine it with the launcher that I have learned, And then I combine the launcher and then the juggler and use it in the arcade mode. Full run. Okay. And then the next day, I'm going to practice the ender, okay, in the practice mode again, and then I'm going to combine it with the launcher, the juggler, and then the ender. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply the launcher, the juggler, and the ender as one motion, if you will, as a set, if you will, as a combo. That's what I do. So it's learning one thing at a time, really. That's what I do. I only learn one thing at a time. I only practice one thing at a time, learn one thing at a time, apply one thing at a time. That's how I learn and play. Now, this is just me, okay? If I'm a slow learner, I'm a beginner, so you don't have to imitate me, you don't need to take me, you don't have to take me as an authority. I'm just another human being. I'm a slow learner, I'm just a beginner. So, if you have your own ways of, learning and playing, then by all means do them. Okay, if they work for you, I'm happy for you. Really happy for you, sincerely. So, that's what I think. Okay, I love Anna Williams. She's my most favorite character. Just love the way she moves. Yeah. Right. And of course, I also love Nina Williams, the sister of Anna Williams. I love them, they're so gorgeous. Of course, not just aesthetically, but I love them. I love their moves, I love their looks. I just love them. Coffee. Do you guys love coffee? I do. Right, thank you very much, and yeah, that's it for today, I guess.